We're here.
We're touching lives, touching souls.
Yes.
We're here in Edinburgh after I don't know how many shows we've done of Rabbits Out of the Hat, and we're here with our composer Micah Young.
Hello.
And you've seen the show, and
Yes.
we met in person. That's why all this excitement, because we made the show over Zoom.
Yes.
Music-wise.
It's the first time we've actually hugged.
Real people.
Yes.
Real live people. This is not magic.
We have questions for you, though.
Oh, they've
Yes.
written them
Okay.
down.
Yes.
Thought about this.
So I was just wondering first if we could tell people about the show and kind of how that informed where you went musically.
Where I went music, the show takes place in 1905, and it's a music hall vibe. I mean, it's a hall that we're in, and I grabbed a little Gilbert and Sullivan. We talked about some opera, Mozart, no, Rossini.
Don't sit down, that one as well.
Oh, Don't Sit Down, that's Guys and Dolls,
Yeah.
little Frank Lesser.
Yes.
We pulled on some, no you can't, yes you can, no you can't, anything you can do, I can do better. But we definitely, that's very Americana actually, but I think for that English music hall style of the late 19th century, which is very piano heavy, or can be, in my case. I mean, that's there. But there's some ragtime towards the end in make the music your own. So I think it's all trying to stay within the period, and that really helps me just create a palette of color, of sound. Like I know the world, so then it makes it easier to hopefully to write for.
And how did it make you feel watching the show and seeing all the elements coming together? Because obviously we talked it through, we sent you videos, but here you saw it all from top to tail.
And let's put in the timeline.
Yeah.
So this is 4 years ago
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
that this happened. 4 years ago. We started this journey together.
Yeah, so this is the first time I'm seeing it in person for real. I've seen clips, and a lot of it felt familiar, but I honestly, I shouldn't say I forgot, but it's been 4 years, and sometimes you write something or you create something and you walk away from it, which is actually a really great feeling, to also then let it grow, let it be whatever it's going to be. It's something very satisfying about that as a writer, because I think so often we've gestated, we've worked on, we've chewed up something for so long that to let it go, in a way. I watched a show this morning about Truman Capote. There's a guy doing a Truman Capote impression. It was fabulous. But he said something so interesting. He said about perfectionism. And this is again Truman Capote, but he said perfectionism is the slowest way to commit suicide. Sorry, if that's too dark, you can cut it. But I thought it was so interesting because as a perfectionist, if that's part of my, it's like you're slowly working on something, and the idea to write something and send it off and let it live, let it grow, let it do its thing. I don't know if that was too off topic, but I think it's so interesting because it's so often hard for me to let something go. I shouldn't say that. It's not. It's nice. It's not hard. It's nice to let it go. So it was nice to come back to it, and it was nice to see it, and to see what it is now after you've lived with it for so long. And then I think, oh gosh, I forgot certain elements, and then I realized I remembered that I wrote it with such specificity, and I'm really proud of the work. I'm really proud of putting in all those little rhymes and the little alliteration and all those words, and your character.
And we are so happy about the work. I have to say, it's lived a life with us for the past 4 years, and we've just so enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah.
It's beautifully done.
And we've been talking about some new songs this afternoon, actually, so watch this space for
A
those.
Josephine song.
Yeah, she's gonna get a number.
I'm getting a
Certainly.
number.
Big
is.
number.
Showstopper, as we hear it's going to be. So, of the songs that have been there, that are there already,
Yes.
can you look back? I know it's been quite a lot of time in between some of them, but which songs were there any that were more difficult than others, or some that came more easily, or any reason why? Or
I'm particularly proud of the ballad. If They Really Knew, that the line where you go into sequins, colors,
flowers
and perfumes. It's easy to cover when everyone assumes I mean, first of all, just on a technical level, finding that rhyme that works so beautifully, and the things you're describing and the way people behave, because that's so much of what the show is about. So when you find that moment, and then you also find the pattern of the music. Again, we were talking earlier about how theater music's so hard because you want to write to a time period, you want to write to a character, you want to write to that moment and what they're feeling, and you also want to stay yourself as a composer and not be so derivative that you couldn't pick out that music from one writer to the other. But to find the pattern of the this kind of whether you feel like it's a music box, whatever that music sounds to you, it sounds to me very authentic to that moment, and it feels like something I want to write. So when you find that, like, it's like finding I don't know, you're digging for gold or something, and you find it.
Yeah.
So that moment I love very much.
Oh wait, and on that note,
Yeah.
we've had such beautiful feedback. One audience member said literally it made them well up with tears. That moment for Norval when he really shows his vulnerable self.
That they came expecting a slapdash comedy, and
Yeah.
to have actually felt something and to really sympathize with one of the characters was a big surprise for them. It took them places they didn't expect.
And
So
that's because of your music.
yeah.
Oh, it's so nice. I mean, it's nice to achieve that, right? To feel like I believe this. It sounds pretty good. Like all those elements working together is really nice. And the other thing too about the slapdash comedy is comedy in music is so hard because typically you want to set up a joke or set up a rhyme, and the tempo of the music is the tempo of the joke. The way in which I speak the line tells me how to da-da-da. And when you're doing the patter in the opening number and you have to reveal Champagne or Josephine or whatever you have to do magically to get that all to happen with the same energy, the same level of punctuation. So, but first, a glass of champagne. You know, we want to deliver that musically and magically. And we've talked a lot about timing to make sure that the timing of that works for your technical elements, that we don't, that it's magic,
Yes.
but also that, the rhyme works so that we feel satisfied in the line going into the next line, and that everything buttons and punctuates together.
Did you have any surprises watching it?
Surprises. Maybe just understanding more the time in Revelations, in revealing the champagne, revealing Josephine.
So having seen the things that we talked about, is that the idea?
When you would say to me over the Zoom call, Micah, we need more time. Micah, it has to be slower.
We can't
Yes.
produce champagne that quickly.
No, I don't want it to be slow.
Draw it out.
No, it has to be fast. It's funnier. Listen, it's funnier if it's fast. I want it fast. I want it funny. I want it funny. I want it fast. No, understanding that and like seeing it, and obviously we did watch video. We did that. That wasn't so surprising, but I think just being in person and appreciating everything you're doing. But also like I'd seen bits of the table. This is outside the music. Out the table, levitation, your levitation. It's truly magical. It's truly magical. It's absolutely magical, and that is something that I don't think I'll ever like. I mean, I so appreciate it. I'll never stop appreciating that. So to see that all in context, and then I guess the surprise at the end was, did I write that? I was like, the last song, I'm like, is that the one that she wrote? Did I write? I wrote that one, right? That's magical musical. That's me, right?
Yes, that was yours.
That was definitely yours. Magical musical, magical.
All
Very
those
nice.
words, all those
Yes.
words. But yeah, but I mean, it's just anytime people are wanting to do your work or getting the work together and doing it is thrilling. It's very exciting.
And it's been such a delight to have you here and to work with us.
Yay!
It's been amazing.
It has been.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's been worth
So
the
fun.
whole Edinburgh Festival
The
Fringe.
whole trip.
Yes.
The whole trip. But you got to come see the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Come and see the show.
That's part of the deal with watching this.
Oh, sorry. It's
Yeah.
open hands. Come and see the show.
I pointed. I'm just. But yeah, it's. I cannot believe I'm here in Edinburgh and seeing this and all the shows. It's been so inspiring. It's truly been inspiring.
Oh.
So I want it to be a full musical.
So do we.
But yeah,
Great.
great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yay. Aw.